What do you say?
Yes.
All right, guys, here we go. Okay. You need to really listen to this. This is, like I said, this is probably not the greatest lesson to be presenting on a Friday, but it ends on a Friday, so we gotta do it. This is called solving equations, quadratic equations, by completing the square. Okay, and you probably right now don't even know what I'm talking about by completing the square. I'm not going to jump into the notes. I'm just going to take my time, and then we'll get into the notes in just a second. Here, this is just a refresher. You should know this. You should know if I put this down. No, I'm going to red or something. Is this perfect or not? Is this a perfect square trinomial?
Yes.
Wow. That was very forceful. Yes, it is. Okay, why? Ty, go ahead. You're the loudest.
You can bring down the x, bring down the 9. You got the square root of 9, 3. Double it, you got 6x.
Okay. He says square root of 9, 3. He says square root of this, x. What do you do to him?
Add them, double.
Nope. Don't add them.
Multiply.
Multiply them.
And then double.
And then double them. And do you get this?
Yes.
Yes. So it is perfect. So when they're perfect, you can do what to them? Factor. So Ty, do you know?
Huh?
Do you know what the factors are?
X plus 3.
X plus 3 times x plus 3. And I hope you guys agree, because 3 times 3 is,
9.
and 3 plus 3 is,
6.
so it's working, right? Okay, so then answer this one.
X plus 4.
No. My question is it perfect?
Yes.
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 Okay. Some people are saying yes, and some people are saying nothing.
And some
Now,
people have some
in your mind,
conversations.
you should be thinking like this. This is how you should be thinking.
Perfect.
That is perfect. That is perfect. Square root of this is 4
Or
times square root of this is what?
x.
X.
X over 1.
And you double it. Double 4x, you get 8x. In your mind, that's what you're thinking. And then you say, yes, it is perfect. And when you say it's perfect, you should be saying, it is factorable. X what? X plus 4 times x plus 4, right? Okay. So you guys have a background in this. It sounds like you know what you're doing. Now, here's what is going to happen today.
It did.
Yeah, you can just get out of
Sloops.
Get it all cute, honey.
Oh.
Oh,
You guys do
man.
that together,
You
or
guys
what?
have your business here or what?
You, Tate, and Brick are so cute, twinnies.
Oh.
Brick is pretty cute.
You're cute too.
You got a
come in this
stylish
class and
men's
start
suit
calling
on.
people cute, unless it's me, okay?
That's so selfish.
Ty,
Like almost half
grab your
a
stuff. Come up to the front. You take Ty's spot.
No! Why did you get my spot?
You want-
I thought he was sending me to the office.
So sad.
I was like, no way.
This is ridiculous. I can't come late.
You better take
Come
this
sit
thing
down.
quick, I love that spot.
Is this your gym class? What are you doing? What are you forming? Rick, that's it. Opposite of car. Car, what do you take? Are you?
Right now.
She's drinking cream.
Yeah,
Oh,
this
sweetener.
Rock.
This isn't
What?
sweetener. This is ice
Take the
cream.
spot next to you. Rick, get over there.
Straight ice.
Okay, sorry about this, guys. Now,
So I'm gonna work tomorrow.
We're talking.
Go after.
Elsa?
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
Your dog's
Now.
so sad and watch it.
Karma.
Now, you guys, I need your attention back. Sorry. Let's try this again. Okay. This is perfect. Those are the factors. Here's what completing the square is. Completing the square is you guys have to build your own perfect trinomial. So, what happens when I go like this to you? Okay, when I don't put the last number in there, I'm asking you to complete the square, which means build your own perfect trinomial. What's going to happen? 25. Okay. How do you get 25?
5 squared.
Well,
You basically take half of
That's
that
good, it's same thing.
and then square it.
okay. So,
That's 5 squared.
Nick says, take half of this number 10. Half of 10. Then he says to square it and stick it right there. And that'd be 5 squared is 25.
Yes.
Now, is he right? Is this going to work every time?
Probs not.
Well, what if I took half of 8?
Well, yeah.
What's half of 8?
4.
Square it.
16.
What if I took half of 6?
Oh, Nick might be
3.
onto something.
Oh yeah,
Square
because
it.
you always times it by 2.
9. You know what it really is? We're going backwards. You know what we did before? We did this. We took the square root, got 3, then we doubled it and got 6. Well, we're going backwards. We're dividing by 2, and then we're squaring, we're going to get 9. We're going backwards. So really, the only thing you have to do is take the middle coefficient, cut it in half, square it, and get that number. Now, this should factor into right there. That should be the answer, right?
Yes.
Okay, now I'm giving you really simple ones, so I'm going to make them harder on you, and let's see if you can still do it. Here we go.
Throw a subtraction sign in there.
Okay, don't say anything. Don't say anything. Just think about it.
100.
How many people didn't? Did you hear me say don't say anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I did too. I said it twice.
Yeah.
I can see why people in the back might not have heard me. But people in the front, I don't get it. Okay,
I'm used to the back.
half of your middle coefficient. Half of 20 is what?
10.
10 squared 10. 100. Okay, to create, this is what you're doing today. You're creating perfect trinomials. That's what we mean by completing the square. This would factor into what two binomials?
X plus 10.
X plus 10 times x plus 10 is x squared plus 20x plus 100. Okay, they get harder. Okay. When they get harder is when this number in the middle is odd. This is even. Even. Odd would be 5x. Think about it. Don't say a word. Don't say a word. And don't use your calculator. Because your brain is so powerful. It can be. It can be really quick. Cole, what's the answer?
That's a question.
Patrick, what's the answer? Emily, what's the answer? Ty, what's the answer?
Can you do 2.5 or is there no decimals allowed?
I don't want decimals, because you can't do them quick in your head. Yeah, what is it?
Oh, no decimals?
No decimals.
See, it's
So don't use your calculator.
easy as heck to
squares.
do that.
6 and a 4.
Is it 1 and a 4?
Would you have to make a new
it is,
equation with
but how
5x
did you do that?
plus
2.5
1x or whatever?
No, it has to be.
2.5 squared.
Okay, to take half of 5, here's what you do. You put the number 5 down, you take half of it, you divide by 2.
Oh,
Half of 5 is 5 halves. What do you do to it?
squared.
Okay, this is what I mean. You can do this so fast in your head.
25
How do you
over
square
4.
5 halves times 5 halves?
25 over 4.
Yeah,
5 over
it's
4.
numerator times numerator, denominator times denominator. It's 25 fourths, isn't it? Okay, so really, to complete the square and make it a perfect trinomial, it's just half of your b value, square it, and to square a fraction is top, bottom, bottom. That's all it is. And now, if you do want to factor it, it will be what? 2 binomials?
You kind of just pick like the closest number because 2 times 2 is 4, not 5. So how'd you get the 2?
How do you get the 2?
Where
This-
Divided by 2?
Because we're just taking half of 5. I got you. Divide by 2. That's all I'm saying. Okay, guys, I'm looking for that last number though. Yeah, it's 5 halves.
Well,
It's, you know what it always is? It's always this number that you're squaring. Whatever number you square goes in that second spot. Okay. Now, I asked 4 people. It took for a long time to get that answer. So let's do it again. You do it this time without using your calculator. Let's go another odd number like 7x. Blank. I'll give you 20 seconds.
Nick, you want to whisper that a little louder?
Josh, what's in?
I don't know.
Okay. Let's see. Cedric, go ahead.
49 fourths.
He says 49 fourths because, Cedric, you did what?
Square 7.
Wait, you did just square 7. You did something first.
Divided by 2.
Divided what by 2?
7.
Okay, he takes the middle number, middle coefficient 7. He cuts it in half by dividing by 2. That's just 3.5, by the way. But we're not going to change it to 3.5. We're just going to say 7 halves, and then we're going to square it. 7 times 7, 2 times 2. 49 fourths. Right? Right?
Yes.
Yep.
This is called a perfect trinomial. Perfect trinomials are always factorable. X plus what?
7 halves.
Right here.
7 halves.
7 halves. Isn't 7 halves times 7 halves 49 fourths?
Yeah.
What is 7 halves plus 7 halves? 14 halves. 14 halves is 7. 14 divided by 2 is 7. So it works. You know, if you add these two, you get this. If you multiply, you get this. It works. Okay. Now, here's the worst one. This is the worst one, and that would be when the middle coefficient is, let's just say a fraction. Not an odd number, but a fraction. Think about it. I'll give you 20 seconds. You can do this in your head, guys. Carlos, what's the answer?
Is it 1/3? 136?
136. He says, okay, here's how I know he might be right. This is perfect. 1 is perfect. 1 times 1, 36 is perfect. 6 times 10. He might be right. Here's the deal. All you had to do was cut this number right here in half.
Yeah.
But it's a fraction. Cutting a fraction in half is kind of hard. See, here's what I do. If I want half a fraction, I don't divide by 2. I
Times
times it by
2.
No, guys, if you want a half,
1 half.
take a half of 1/3. That's all you gotta do. What's 1/2 times 1/3? 1, times 1, 2 times 3, 6. Square it. 1/6 times 1/6 is 1 times 1, 1, 6 times 6, 36. He got it. Now that he got it, Carlos factor for me.
X plus 1/3.
1/3 times 1/3 is 136.
Oh, 1/6.
It's right. That's right here. It's always this number. So, right?
Yep.
Okay. Are you okay with completing the square? I can't do much more. Now we got to start your notes. Okay. You know what? You'll catch on. This isn't too hard. Okay, we're not there. We're back one. We're here. Section
4.
Day 2. Okay. If you look at my little blurb here, here's all you have to really pay attention to, and that is you can turn this expression, x squared plus bx, into a perfect square trinomial if all you have to do is add what? Add what? B divided by 2 squared. Well, where's this b coming from? The b is what? Where do we find b? The number in front of x. Take the number in front of x, divide by 2, square it, and then you can complete the square. Okay, so here's your first problem. X squared plus 6x plus blank. Now we just did a bunch of these guys. I just rewrote it. I just need you to complete the square. Make it a perfect trinomial. Brock, what is it?
9.
He says 9. How'd you get it, Brock?
6 divided by 2
Okay.
squared.
6 divided by 2. The middle coefficient, the b value, it's the b right here. It's right here. And then divides by 2, then what?
Squared.
Okay, well that's 3 squared, which is 9. He got it. All good? You do not have to factor this. I just wanted you to complete the square. Complete the square means make it a perfect trinomial. You did it. Go on. Do the next one.
Quiet.
Selena, since you said it, kinda, we'll get you. What is it?
39.
She says 49. Okay, how'd you get it?
I divided 14 by 2.
Okay, but it's not 14.
Negative
It's a
14.
negative.
Okay,
Doesn't matter. It's
now, wait.
It does matter. It
Negative
does
14
matter.
divided by 2 is negative,
Gonna square, you
Seven.
square, it
Seven.
goes positive anyway.
Yeah.
and then you square it. And the only thing I want to point out is this. Listen. What I'm pointing out to you right now is the last term has to always be what?
Perfect.
Positive.
Part.
Because when you square a positive, you get a positive. When you square a negative, you get a positive. The last number will always be positive. So don't ever write minus 49. Okay? Done. Now, we did enough of those that I think you should be good at that. I think. Now, you guys have been doing this since chapter 4, 4.5 we started doing this, and 4.4. We solved quadratic equations. How? We factored them. That's how we solved them. We factored and solved. Then in section 4.5, we graphed them and we looked at the x-intercepts. Now we're in section 4.6. Yesterday, you took the square root of both sides if the x term is missing. Today, you will complete the square and solve it. Now, I'm going to tell you something about period 4. Now, period 4, there are students in here from period 4, so I want period 4 to not listen to me. Okay? Period 4 walked out today, and they seemed just a little confused on this whole thing. And then I started thinking, why are they so confused? And I think it's because I read these directions to them a little too fast and didn't hit this hard enough. Because I don't think they paid attention to the steps. How do you solve an equation by what? Completing square. It's laid out here. It's telling you exactly what to do. So, let's read it slowly and let's make sure we get this. Step 1. First sentence says, rewrite the equation in the form what?
Standard.
It looks like standard, Nick, but it says ax squared plus bx equals c. So what is that telling you?
So it's.
What's it telling you to do? What's it telling you to do? Not standard.
They're equal to C.
Where's the c value?
I know what it
It's
is.
inside of the equal sign.
Guys, look at the form of this equation. Where does the c value go?
To the right,
On the other side. What's on this side?
the x squared and bx.
The x squared term and the x term are on the left. The constant is on the right. So this is what they're telling you. To complete the square, get x's, all x's on one side and the constant on the other. Okay, and then it says to do this, get all terms with the variables on one side of the equation and the constant on the other. And that's just what I said to you. So let's do this. Now that we have done that much, or read that much, I'm going to go like this. I'm going to cross it all out, and then I'm just going to do it. Here we go. Look at this problem right here.
Yep.
We're going to start this problem. We're going to complete the square. Solve it by completing the square. We need what to happen?
Add 3.
Add 3.
Move it over here. I'm gonna rewrite this. 3x squared plus 18x equals 3. But wait a minute.
Equals.
Put a blank there, because the blank, you know what it's for?
Completing.
Completing the square. We're gonna complete the square in a second here, okay? Now wait a minute, this is gonna throw you guys off when you see your assignment. If you don't read this next sentence, you're in trouble. Divide all the terms of the equation by the coefficient of x squared if it's not 1. What's the coefficient of x squared?
3.
If it was 1, you wouldn't have to worry about this. It's something other than 1. It's 3. So divide every term by 3. And I'll tell you why you did that in just a second. Let's take care of it. Gone. What's left?
X
X
squared
squared
Plus,
plus 6x
plus 6x
plus,
equals
1
blank
equals 1.
equals 1. Now I'm going to tell you why you did this. Because when you had a 3 there, answer this question. Is 3x squared a perfect square? No. That's why you can't have a 3 there. You've got to have what here? You want just x, x squared. X squared in the front. Okay, are you with me?
Yes.
Okay, guys, I'm done with step 1. And that might be the step that kind of got period 4 a little off kilter. I don't know. Okay, here's step 2. Yes, Elsa.
But even if it's a perfect square like 4, we still have to divide
Yes.
it, right?
Get you. Yeah. Elsa's asking me this. What if this would have been a 4? Because 4 is perfect. I don't care. Get rid of it. Always get x squared all by itself. All right, guys, ready?
Yep.
Step 2. This is what I just taught you. Complete the square by adding b over 2 squared to each side of the equation. Okay, you ready?
Side.
How do we complete the square? Take the b value, 6, cut it in half,
9.
square it. It's what?
9.
9. So I add 9, but you can't add 9 to one side
Not together.
and not to the other side. You're not being fair. Be fair. Add 9 to this side, now what?
And
Add 9 to 1.
Add 9 to the one, yeah.
Make it a 10.
Make it a 10, she says. Okay, so let's just rewrite this, okay? Okay, now I want you to understand something. Okay, I just did this. You see all this right here, guys? This is yesterday's assignment. Whoa, that's an R. Yesterday's assignment. I shouldn't even have to tell you how to solve this because you did this yesterday. You're going to solve this equation because it's perfect. You can do what to it now? Factor. Okay, and it says it right here. Factor the trinomial. It's perfect. So what's it going to be?
X plus 3 squared.
X plus 3 squared, says Nick, equals 10. Now guys, I just did step 3. If you keep these steps in your mind or in front of you, you read them and you go, I'm done. What's next?
Square root.
I don't know what find square. I'd say take the square root of both sides. Okay, let's keep going. Oh. Take the square root. Take the square root. Knock out the square. X plus 3.
Plus or minus.
Ooh, good job. Plus or minus. No, don't do that.
3.
Okay, if I want exact answers, and I don't know square root of 10, I'm not going to type it in. I'm just going to say what? Square root of 10. Okay. Now, step 4 is done. What does step 5 say?
So for x.
Solve for x. Okay, so here we go. Go back. Now, to me, I could split, and make 2 equations, or I could just go like this. Push the 3 right in front. How do I get the 3 to go in front?
Minus.
Minus 3, minus 3. Okay, so then it reads what? X equals negative 3 plus or minus.
Square root of 10.
Well, it's the exact answer. If I wanted, listen, if I wanted approximations, the approximation would be this answer, which I don't know. You're going to do it right now for me. Quick, punch it in. The other approximation would be this one. These are just approximations. I don't know what the book's asking for. You have to read the book. What's negative 3 plus square root of 10? Jessica, that's punching.
Square root of 10 minus 3.
Yep, square root of 10, take away 3. If you do it that way, take away.
Is that right?
Just say it, Jessica. I know what it is.
If it's, yeah. Well, 2.6.
Say it again.
2.6.
2.6 is wrong.
It's
0.16 something.
10 minus 3.
0.16 what?
1.62277.
Okay, one is, okay, good enough. And the other one is, just in case the book wants an approximation. That one is negative 6 point something. 1.6, okay. Okay. All right, guys, I'll be honest. This is the kind of answer I like because it's exact. This is just close. That's really close to the answer. That's really, really close to the answer. I'm not sure what the book's going to ask. Okay? All right. I did it as slow as I could because we have a lot to do. Can we move on now?
Yep.
Can you just turn the page and try number 2? I know.
I need to get on my spot.
Put it later, you're almost done.
Yeah.
Oh. So look at the drawing next to you.
When you do this one, will you read the directions again to yourself? Read the directions. Step 1. Get all x's on one side, get the constants on the other. That's step 1. Do you agree that 2x squared minus x stays on this side? That x has to go where?
Left side.
Okay,
negative
how?
2x.
How do we do it though?
Minus.
Minus x. Do you also agree 3 needs to go with the 9? How?
Minus 3.
Okay, so what we're getting is 6. Here we're getting 2x squared
Minus.
Minus 2x.
minus 2x plus blank. I'm not done with step 1.
Divide by 2.
Step 1 says get x squared by itself. So if you have a coefficient in front, get rid of it. So I heard Carlos say divide by 2. He's right. 2 and 2. So you end up with yes? Yes? Okay. Guys, you have now got step 1 is out of the way. If you go back to the other page and look, step 2 says to do what to both sides?
Negative b over 2.
Complete the square by taking b over 2, square it. What's the b value? Negative 1. So you take negative 1, you cut it in half. Oh, I just cut it in half like that. Divide by 2. Then I would square it, and I can do this all in my head, by the way.
1/4.
That's 1/4, right? Add 1/4. What else do I do? If I add 1/4 to the left, add 1/4 to the right. There you go. Be fair. Okay. Now, this one, I'm just going to recopy this. Okay, it's x squared plus x. No, it's not. X squared minus x plus 1/4 equals 3 1/4. But guys, don't say 3 1/4. Change it to improper.
3.25.
Improper.
Oh.
Improper. 13/4. There you go. Okay. It's so much easier to deal with improper than it is with mixed or decimals. Okay? Because you can do these in your head. All right, guys. You're done with step 2. Step 3. What does step 3 say?
Square root.
Nope.
Factor.
Factor. Okay, so here we go. Factor this trinomial,
X plus a half squared.
x plus a half. Is she right?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
X minus.
X minus. Look,
Oh.
it says minus there. It's got to be minus. She had everything just about right. Okay, so x minus a half squared equals 13/4. Step 3 is done. What's step 4?
Factor. I mean, not factor.
No, I already factored.
Square roots.
Square root of both sides. Here we go. Square root of both sides. That would be this, knocks out this, this. X minus a half equals, well, what's the square root of 13?
1.832.
No.
Oh, 13.
You don't know. Don't touch it.
13.
Plus or minus.
What's the square root of 4?
Square root of 13/4.
2. So the one you don't know stays inside. The one you do know comes out. Plus or minus, right? Okay. Solve for x. You're on step 5. Solve for x. Just push this 1/2 into this spot right there. X equals, say it.
Half plus or minus 13 over 2.
Square root of 13 over 2, right?
Yep.
Okay. The book, because you have common denominators, the book will join them together. The book will say, just write 2 on the bottom and go 1 plus or minus square root of 13. It's the same thing. This is how the book will write the answer. They won't write it like this. I don't think they will. Okay? What do you think?
No.
You think no? Did you say no? Did you say yeah? You say no? Sorry, that's too fun. Okay. Hang on. I don't have much room here, so I wanted to see if I can.
You just skip it?
No, we can't skip.
No room to skip it.
Okay. All right. Okay, let's go back up. Okay. Here we go. First of all, you can't read this, and I can't either. So just help me. It says
Y equals x squared plus 3x.
plus 6, minus 6,
Minus 6.
minus 6. Okay. This is different. They're not asking you to solve. Here's what they're asking you to do. Take this equation, which is in standard form, rewrite it in what form?
Vertex.
Okay, guess what, guys? Some people don't even know what vertex form is. Do you?
Yeah.
Say it.
Y equals
Y equals.
a minus
X minus H
x
plus K.
Minus eight.
squared plus k.
I think you got it. I can hardly tell because too many talk at once. So there it is. Does this ring a bell?
Yep.
Okay, now here's what they want. They want you to just take this, rewrite it like that. Okay. In the olden days, which was 2 weeks ago, you used to just do negative b over 2a, find the vertex and stick it in.
Yep.
We're going to actually do it by completing the square. Okay, this is the new modern age, okay? All right, here we go. I need you to tell me this. Doesn't this look like a binomial squared?
Yeah.
X minus h squared looks like a binomial squared. Where do binomial squares come from? Perfect trinomials, don't they? Okay, well, here's the deal. You see this right here? This x squared plus 3x? If I could just ignore the 6, ignore the minus 6, and just look at this and complete the square, I can factor it to look like this. This is kind of cool. So let's go like this. Y equals, here's the secret, you just go like this. You ignore your 6. So what you do is this, you take x squared plus 3x, stick it in parentheses, plus blank, because what I want to do is complete the square, and then I'm going to do what to the minus 6?
Add it.
Equal to.
No, I'm just going to kick it up, kicking it up. I'm kicking it up. It's no longer with me. I did not really change the problem, I changed the look, but I didn't change the problem. Okay? That number right there you need it to be a perfect square. This just has to be a perfect trinomial. Anybody know what it has to be? Take your b value, cut it in half, square it. 3, cut it in half, square it. 9/4. So you would add 9/4 to, yep, I will put this on YouTube, so you know. I will add 9/4 right there, okay? But there is a problem. I just added 9/4 to the right side.
To what?
And now you gotta come back and add it to the left. Because otherwise you just threw your whole equation out. Okay, now watch how nice this is. If you create a perfect trinomial, you can factor it into a nice binomial square. What's it gonna be? X plus 3/2 right here. Square root of this is 3/2. Okay. Minus 6 equals y plus what?
9/4.
Okay. Hey guys, I tried to get it in vertex form. I've almost got it there.
Add or subtract.
I got a problem. I got y plus 9/4. Get it over there. Push it back over there. How?
Sorry.
Subtract it. Subtract 9/4. And you would get
6.
gone. Right? Okay. Now you get y equals x plus 3/2 squared. This minus this.
-7 and
Nick, 9/4 is really what?
2 1/4.
2 1/4. Take away 6. Take away 2 1/4.
8 1/4.
Take away 6. Take away 2 1/4. Take away
-8 1/4.
8 1/4. Right? Right? Guys, you can use your calculator. I'm not trying to make you do everything in your head, but I thought you could handle that. Okay. Now we're done.
We can't do that.
This is in what form? Vertex form. And now they want you to say, what's the vertex? Well, you should be able to read the vertex right out of vertex form. What is it? Isn't it left? Vertex shifts left and down. So left 3/2, down 8 1/4. And then out of the blue they say, hey, go find the y-intercept. We haven't been asked that all year. Go find the y-intercept. The y-intercept is 0 comma something. Where would you like to put the 0?
Negative.
Y. Grab the X.
Well, yeah, that right here.
Yeah.
Boo!
Oh.
Don't put it here.
For why?
Go back. Hey, go back to the
Go back to
standard
the
form.
OG friend.
Everybody, go to standard form. Way up here. Way up here. Hey, put 0 here. 0
6.
squared plus 3 times 0. Take away 6. It's -6. Do you guys know that the C value is always your what? It's always your y-intercept. The C value. So go back down. There it is. That's just, hey, this is just extra problems to practice with. I don't have time. You don't have time. Okay. Do your best. Do your best. It's a big assignment. So, give me a thumbs up. Give me this. I got it. Give me this. I don't know. I'm not sure if I got it. Give me that. I don't get it. Quick. Let me see it. Okay. I got some thumbs up. Thumbs up mean you get it. Okay. I got sideways thumbs and I got maybe one upside down thumb.
2 thumbs up.
2 thumbs up. Who said that? You get it?
Me too.
It's one of those things you just need practice doing.
You do need practice.
It's one of those things you're born with. You kind of just born knowing it.
You're born with a complete square knowledge. You're a natural?
Pretty much.
Okay, then I expect to see you on Monday.
Monday, I'll bring it by the weekend.
Dark tonight.
I felt
Hit the lights.
Alpha is fine.